Yep, I used to wear spandex pants.
No, you. How old were you?
Feathers coming out of my ass.
How old were you?
My father was like, "What the fuck?" I was like 17. I couldn't roller skate for shit.
Both the bitches.
Yeah,
That's what they
But I had a
were.
girlfriend.
At 13, 14, you had a roller skate. No,
No.
a little younger. I only roller skated like 3 times, and that was it for me. It was she was a chick that wanted to go on Sundays, and I went with her a couple times.
Let me tell you, if you could go backwards, man, that was the ticket.
I could go backwards. We used to hold lines.
Oh,
and
you
go
did?
backwards and frontwards.
Oh.
You'd push off. But I still remember the most. I saw a guy fall off. I saw a guy fall and his wig fall off. And people roller skating over his wig.
Oh,
and he's
my
trying to put it on
God.
his head.
Wait, you're saying people? It was definitely you. You were one of those people,
No,
right?
I was sitting on the side, minding my own business.
Yeah.
Talking to like 3 guys, like the way we are
Minding
right
your own
now.
business.
Just looking at the girls roller skating. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, this guy was dancing and shit. And I couldn't even tell. He had a rug up. He had a rug on. And all of a sudden, he went down, and the rug came off. And somebody roller skated over the rug, and he tried to grab it. And,
Oh shit!
and then he went to put it on, but the tape, it was on backwards, so the sideburns were coming down. He looked like fucking...
Where was this? New Jersey?
This had to be like when we were kids, we used to roller skate. I'd like to say it was Paramus. I'd like to tell you it was Paramus, but I don't know what the fuck it was. Like I said, it was the 6th grade.
Yeah.
7th grade.
This place, Hot Skates, is still there in Long Island. I actually did Kevin Can Wait, an episode with Kevin James, ironically, like a year ago. And I did a scene. I was running a hot skate rink with Leah Remini at Hot Skates. I could not freaking believe it.
And the Scientologists were chasing you?
Yeah, they were. Whatever. But I mean, it was funny. I'm like, I fucking used to go here with my girlfriend. I grew up here at Hot Skates, and here I am filming a scene 30 years later, you know, with Kevin and Leah. It was like weird. I'm like, this is unbelievable. Right near Rockville Center, where I went to high school, St. Agnes Cathedral. It was my old stomping grounds, man. Merrick Boulevard. It was Merrick Boulevard and Sunrise Highway, Long Island, Lynbrook, Valley Stream, Rockville Center. I lived in Rosedale, which was like right on the borderline of Queens, and then Long Island started, Nassau County. Fucking weird, man. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
I forgot about roller skating until I saw Brett Ernst did a bit about it. And it took me back. Like, I was in the original room, and he was starting to do it. I'm like, oh, shit. I forgot all about that. I went roller skating, and the guy with the wig. And
it's cool, but there's something cool about it. It's almost like the drive-in movie theater. Like, imagine bringing that shit back. Imagine somebody bringing the drive-in. You remember the drive-in movie theater? It was fucking wild. You put the radio in the window. The whole family would go in the station wagon and hide under a blanket. It was fucking great. You know, some of those things that were so, you don't realize how special they were till when you look back and you go, wow, roller skating.
What movies did you see the driving? I still remember
Oh, we
one
saw
movie.
Warriors.
No.
Yeah, Warriors.
I saw 5 Fingers of Death at a drive-in off of Route 3 in Clifton.
Wow.
Somebody recently, maybe about 9 months ago on Facebook, said, Joey, you ain't shit unless you remember this. And it sent me a message and said, tell me what you know about this or something like it. Like,
Right.
said, what do you know about this, bitch?
Right.
And I was like, dog, I saw 5 Fingers of Death. I saw probably 4 top-notch movies there that I cannot remember because there had to be something with shooting people. Mm-hmm. Because my stepfather would take me there, and we'd put the box in the window. Then after 45 minutes, you had to turn the car on because the windows would get fogged up or something.
Right.
So every 45 minutes, you had to turn the car on. I still remember that thing.
You have any memory of how much the drive-in movie theater was? Like, I was too little, so I don't remember. Like,
No, it couldn't have been a lot.
It couldn't have been a lot, right? But they
sold
charge you by
popcorn.
the head? They charge you by, like, a lot of times they used to, like, hide us under the blankets.
Right, they would put us in the trunk.
Yeah, they put us in a trunk or some shit.
I'll tell you what else I saw at the drive-in movie, Grease.
Grease.
Grease, I saw at that drive-in movie. Because that's the one we snuck a bunch of Puerto Ricans in the trunk. In fact, I was one of them. We went in 3 in. It was like 4 for $5.
There's actually a scene in Lords of Flatbush, which is a really good, underrated movie that Stallone did with Perry King. And
Oh, my
Winkler.
God,
And
tremendous.
there's a scene with Perry King. He's trying to get with Susan Blakely at the Sunrise Drive-In where we went as kids in Valley Stream. It's that drive-in theater. You watch that movie and you see he's getting on pants and she's this uppity
Now, the
girl.
Lords of Flatbush
It's a good
was
movie.
before fucking Rocky.
Before Rocky.
That's
I
when he
saw
goes-
it in the movies.
I saw that in the movie theater.
And I didn't know. And then
That, American Graffiti, that all
right.
had coming at the same time.
but it was an underrated.
Right,
Really, nobody.
And De
Henry
Niro,
Winkler.
and he stuck out.
Stallone stuck
because
out.
The diamond scene when he goes in, and
Yeah,
tells
when
the
he
guy,
goes in there
and tells
and
the
he
guy,
tells
I want
the guy,
diamond,
right?
yeah, but for
that
his
you made the
wedding.
mistake.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Then he goes outside and he goes, "Did I do it? Did I do it?" You know?
Right.
Yeah,
And
he
then they did a
basically-
rip-off movie on that.
of what? The Lords of Flatbush?
Yeah, in '79.
I don't know.
And the kids, remember the line in the movie was "Leave."
No, that's
kid-
not a rip-off.
What-
That's
what
a
was-
good movie.
what was the name of that
No,
movie?
that's not a rip-off.
What was the name of that movie?
I know. Leave the kid alone. That's a good movie.
What was the name of the fucking
I'll tell you in a
movie?
second. I met the
1979
director. No,
to
it's a
80.
great movie. What the fuck? What is wrong with my memory?
Boy,
I
we're
talked to
getting old.
Sandler about Lords of Flatbush, and Adam loved that, and he loved this movie too. The one we're talking about, Leave the Kid Alone.
Not Porky's, but
No, not Porky's. It was a book, and it's a good movie. It's all about these gangs in New York.
Yes.
The Chinese gang, Italian
Yes,
gang, the black
yes.
gang.
I had a buddy who was a nitwit.
The Wanderers.
The
Wanderers.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fucking good movie.
That's a great
And the
movie.
guy that made the film, I met him. I auditioned for him. I forget his name. He's a good filmmaker. Oh, Kaufman. I believe Phil Kaufman. And it's a good movie. Oh, it's Ken Wall, man. He was good,
Wall,
Ken Wall.
yeah.
He was a leading man. He was a
Leave
wise
the
guy
kid
and a big Italian guy. Leave the kid alone. Yeah.
Ken
Yeah.
Wall, I think Ken Wall was great in Fort Apache, the Bronx.
Yeah, he was young.
With Paul Newman.
Paul Newman.
The
Danny Aiello.
The Mexican chick from Man on Fire.
Yeah.
Who never
Yeah.
changed. She was the hot nurse at the fucking.
That's a good movie, Fort
If
Apache.
you
Fort
haven't
Apache.
seen Fort Apache, the Bronx
You need to
guys.
see these movies. The Wanderers, Lords of Flatbush.
Oh my God!
These are
I just
fucking
remember the
good
whole
movies.
different genre
Yeah.
of movies.
These are all good
Fort
movies.
Apache, the Bronx was Miguel Pinero's.
Miguel Pinero.
Miguel Pinero.
There was a movie called Short Eyes. You ever seen
Yes,
Short Eyes?
Short Eyes. Miguel Pinero
Okay,
wrote that
Miguel
in prison.
Pinero wrote that,
in
I
prison.
think.
Yes, in
And they were
prison.
in prison.
And then they did a play about it with
And
De
they did
Niro,
a play.
Ralph Macchio,
Yeah,
and
but that was the guy, Ray Pavad, who wrote that.
yes,
And then he died of
HIV.
HIV. He was a drug.
Hey, man.
Because John did a play called La Puta Vida.
Right.
And Nijinsky choked. He was the Spanish plays. And I saw John Leguizamo make his debut. And De Niro did the other play, Cuba and his Teddy Bear.
Cuba
with
and his
Ralph
Teddy-
Macchio.
Macchio, right.
And I met that guy, Ray Pavad. And he was an interesting Puerto Rican guy from the Lower East Side, I think, and great writer. And he died, very young, but man, I mean, the guy could write. There was a guy, Michael Carmine, who could act his ass off. He also died. He was in that group. I saw him come on stage and do a monologue. My fucking shoes were blown off my feet.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.